So I like to double clamp the fuel lines. I don't know why I do that, but you know, I have plenty of clamps, and you know, I don't want my fuel line leaking at all, so I doubled it up back here. I put an extra one of these kind of clamps on there, two kinds of clamps. And you know, you just never know when you're out on the road and you need a clamp or something anyway, so, or if something goes wrong with one of the clamps, it's just a little bit of redundancy there. I just don't want any fuel leaking anywhere, so I just double clamp it. Now it's time to put the sway bar or anti-sway bar back on. So that's kind of tricky to do by yourself, so you pretty much have to loosen all these up. You don't have to take these off completely, just loosen them up so you can move them. And then this top clamp right here comes off, so you want to set that in place. It goes into a slot back there, so you just put this on the slot back there, and then you can rest one side of the sway bar on, like I did the passenger side here. And then now I'm going to go over to the driver's side and see if I can get that side on as well without knocking this side off. That's the trick. Okay, see, here's your clamp. Here's the slot. So you just stick it in the slot there before you put the sway bar on. Because if you try to get it on there with this, you know, after you put the sway bar up there, you're not going to be able to. So I put it up there, and I'm just going to gently put the sway bar in place there with one hand. See if I can do it. There we go. Okay, beautiful. And there's just, you know, it'll stay on for you. And then now what you're going to do is you're going to want to line this up with the holes up there, like so, and then put those bolts in. So you're gonna get this bolt ready, and the first time I took the sway bar off, the bolt was on the inside here, and as you can see, it hits the there's not enough room to put the bolt on. See that the nut was outside here and the bolt was inside, but you can't, I couldn't even get the bolt out. I had to loosen the gas tank in order to get the bolt out of there, because the strap, the bracket, is in the way. So to put it doesn't make any difference, so to put it back, I put the bolt in through the outside here, and I put the nut on the inside, and it's a lot easier. And it's a good thing I did that, because I didn't have to do it over again. Otherwise you would have to, you know, put the sway bar on when the gas tank is still a little bit loose, and that's kind of tricky. That's kind of weird, and it was really difficult the first time, so I just turned the bolt around basically. So there's another little tip for you. So you're gonna move this up. See, I have it loose, and I can't really do it with one hand, unfortunately, but this, now that this is loose, it'll rotate up so I can align it with the holes, because it's a little bit tricky to stick this up there between the frame and line the holes up and get the bolt through. So you're gonna have to finesse that one as well. There, I managed to finesse the bolt through all the way in there, and I got the nut on the other side, and it's all good. Now I'm not going to put this bottom on yet. See, I'm not going to put it on yet. That was just to hold the sway bar up, because I'm working by myself. I don't have any help, so that just helped me to hold the sway bar up until I can get this bad boy in there. Now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to do the other side now and get this bracket up on the other side after I get both of those, because these bolts are really hard to, you know, kind of tricky to put through the frame. You'll know what I mean when you do it. So after I get these on, then I come back and I work on the lower brackets. Okay, that's how I do it, and it's a lot easier.